After going undefeated at 3-0 through the first 3 weeks of the season, the Fort Worth Toros head to Albuquerque to get nuclear against the Albuquerque Adams. Welcome into the broadcast booth in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It is Chris Curtis. It is Mark Lopez in the broadcast booth with me. And Mark, a couple of good teams that have made some statements. Albuquerque, very new to this pro scene, but they've certainly had some fun and made a statement of their own as well.
Absolutely, and this will be a chance for them to make another statement. Hosting Fort Worth, who are themselves blazing hot, Chris. 3-0, that is an incredible start. Last time they started 3-0, they went on to win or finish the season 12-0. And so they're looking to repeat that kind of success here tonight in Albuquerque.
So far, Albuquerque at 1-2. Their one win coming against division opponent Denver, where they shut them out 23-0. The other team, Fort Worth, has a shutout of their own against Carolina. They ended up winning that game 45-0 over the Skyhawks. The only two teams in the SFL this season to record a shutout now face each other in week 4. The Toros are going to start with the football at the 11-yard line. It'll be returned from there, and to the 27 they go. And here we go. Henry McGee on the return. Now it's Marcus Dunhill, a season 14 MVP, also an SFL champion with the Atlanta Swarm, who they beat a week ago. He's flanked by Jay-Z Bacon, Aaron Alexander, the fullback, and then Henry McGee, who just saw with Cade Stevens, Stephen Hacker, the wide receivers. Tight ends, RGJ, Robert Garrett Jr., and James Jennings. This will be a handoff, Jay-Z Bacon through the middle, and that is Aaron Alexander, the fullback, on the first play of the game, 2nd and 7.
Starting off with a draw play here, looking to mix things up early, keep Albuquerque defense on their toes.
Heavy set defensive look, 8 in the box defensively. This will be another handoff through the left, but between the guard and the tackle, and that is a 3rd and 4 after 3 yards there. Jay-Z Bacon's first carry. So keeping it to 3rd and medium on this 3rd down play. First 3rd down attempt of the game for Fort Worth, obviously. And they go up against a dime look. Dunhill backs it up, moves left out of the pocket, throws across his body right side. It is incomplete, off the hands of Henry McGee, and he could not haul it in. 4th down, and the Toros will punt it away.
Maybe you could say that that's the difficulty of playing on the road against a tough team like Albuquerque. Probably a tough stadium, because that pass was on point, but just dropped at the last second.
4th down and 4. It'll be Rose kicking away to get this punt downfield to the 20-yard line. Returnable on the spin. That was a real nice spin.
Wow.
And an 11-yard return. And that is a pretty decent go for Ronnie Shanahan, the return man for the Adams.
Good stuff here. Curtis, these nuclear green uniforms are just looking fresh tonight.
Kind of reminds me of the old 90s Nickelodeon slime, and I'm here.
True.
I like it. I like it a lot. Cyrus Jive out onto the field. Craig Reynolds, Jason Williams, your halfback tandem for the Adams. Jason Williams, the fullback. And then Ronnie Shanahan, Michael Knight, Greg Corky, and Kay Marion, your wide receiving quartet for Albuquerque. Jack Wall, the tight end for them as well. This will be a handoff through the middle. That is a 4-yard gain through the middle as Jason Williams has his first carry.
Multiple Williams in the Albuquerque locker room. You got Jason Williams, Justin Williams. Well, there's just the 2 of them, but you got both of them.
Well, you got Leah Williams on the offensive guard spot, and then Joshua Williams on the defensive tackle as well. So it's a whole family affair.
You got a James Williams as backup tackle, too.
There you go. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard gain in the eye. Handoff. This one through the middle it goes, and that is going to get a few yards. Not quite enough for the first down, but that's the first carry of the night for Michael Knight, coming out of the backfield and taking that carry through.
Yeah, Albuquerque also incorporating wide receivers in their running rotations there.
Through the middle again, 3 straight rushes, 1st and 10 for these Adams, and another one for Michael Knight, his 2nd carry in a row, make it 1st and 10.
I mean, that's just some good running down the middle. Your run blockers opening up just the right gaps, and your quick backs shooting those gaps quickly and early.
Nickel look on defense for Fort Worth. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield. Pitch play left-hand side. Broken tackle, but then stopped near the line of scrimmage after only a 1-yard gain. That will work, and it will be a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, running to the side where you got your pair tight ends on also means that you have a risk of facing 2 heavier defenders on that side, and pretty much that's what happened there.
Ben Stone in the tackle there. This will be a throw. First one of the game, left side for Jive.
Ooh.
It is incomplete, nearly intercepted as well, as that just about found the hands of Dexter Jackson, the linebacker.
And if he would have made that interception, that would have been an incredible one. One-handed, attempting to go for the single-handed snatch, but almost.
3rd and 9. First third down of the game, and they go 5 wide. See what they can do with it. Greg Corky going into motion, top of your screen. Chance for Jive, right side. That one's caught. Plenty of room down the right sideline. And that is going to be a Jack Wall sighting. The tight end for Albuquerque gets it inside the red zone, 1st and 10.
What a start by this offense of Albuquerque. We talk about their offense. They're top 10 in scoring offense this season, but how about out-yardaging Fort Worth to start their drive? And you see Jack Wall with an incredible catch. He has 2 touchdowns in the season, 10 total receptions. That's good for 2nd, just behind Greg Corky with 11 in the season. And that just shows why.
4-3 look on defense for Fort Worth. Jive to throw it out of the eye. Looking to throw it, puts it over the middle. End zone, incomplete. He just about found a defender on that throw as that one hits the hands and drops to the ground. It'll be 2nd and 10. How do you lose an Albuquerque Adam, Mark Lopez? These uniforms essentially glow in the dark. You can't
that is true.
lose these guys.
That is true. Well, you got the white uniforms blocking your vision sometimes.
Over the middle. That one is caught. That's a touchdown. Oh, you talk about finding a seam. That's exactly what they did. It is Michael Knight, the MVP of that drive, who punches it in for 6.
A nice cutting to the inside on the short post, and green is for go, as in go for points, and that's what exactly they did in the very first drive. Cyrus drive orchestrates a beautiful drive for his offense.
Good balance as well. A few rushes. They had 3 rushes in a row at one point, and then they decided to pitch the rock and throw it a couple of times. This one is up and good from the kicker, Ricky Bobby, and that is an 8-play, 69-yard, nice 2.5-minute drive for Albuquerque as they take the lead on Fort Worth.
What a drive. Fort Worth only allowing a total of, 197 yards a game.
Yeah.
In their first 3 games, just under 200, and Albuquerque already running the length of the field almost in that first drive.
McGee with the return. He will spin at the 23, get to the 25. They'll mark him at the 26. And here come the Toros for their 2nd drive. Shout out to Top Keeper Ron Haynes and the Stats Truck with us today. And then Cameron Irvine hitting the buttons with us this afternoon, or / evening, I should say. Game 3 of week number 4. And if you missed the games last night, definitely go back and watch a couple of really good ones. 1st and 10 for Fort Worth, moving right to left across your screen. Pitch play, right side. Going to try to get to the outside. Cuts through and gets about 2 yards, no further. And that'll be at least something for Fort Worth to chew on there, as that will be a Jay-Z Bacon, his 2nd carry of the game.
2nd carry for 5 yards. So far, Jay-Z Bacon generating only short yardage gains. We're waiting to see him explode for more yards.
Under center, single back in the quads look. Dunhill throws deep over the middle. That's incomplete. Well-timed hit from the safety to come up and make that play. Big-time hit. That's TJ Frosty who came up and put the collision course on. 3rd and 8.
Albuquerque DBs are doing pretty good tonight, especially if you consider that all of Dunhill's throws have been on target, on point, and in the hands of the receiver, but just now forcing 2 incompletions off of those hits.
Bunch to the left, 1 to the right. Dunhill rolls right, throws over the middle. That one's held on to. First down and 10, past the 40 to the 43-yard line, and they move the sticks with a throw over the middle between the hash marks to Stephen Hacker.
There's a Hacker sighting. That's his first catch of the evening. Hacker, incredible start to the season. 15 receptions, 2 touchdowns, 152 yards. He may not be the yards leader of the team, but he's for sure a leader of that wide receiver locker room.
Nickel look on defense for Albuquerque. 1st and 10 in the I formation. This will be a run, trying to push the pile to get back to the line of scrimmage. Is going to be J.Z. Bacon, but he can't do it. And Albuquerque doing a real good job wrapping up this Fort Worth run game. I mean, forcing Fort Worth to be one-dimensional seems to be the way to go, but realize that even their one dimension can hurt you quite a bit. Dunhill looks to throw it over the middle. That one's picked off. A one-handed interception going away from the football. That was gross for not Ben Stone. That is Jack Napier, the strong safety with your Retroid nice hands catch of the game.
Absolutely disgusting catch right here. He was just playing his coverage, reads the eyes of Dunhill, and just jumps at the pass at the right time, makes a beautiful catch there. And you were talking about their one dimension hurting them. Well, you just manifested the interception into reality there.
Jack Napier at the Retroid Nice Hands catch of the game. Play the only game with your player in it. SFL 4K23 on your Retroid handheld. Get one at GoRetroid.com. That's right side. Going to try to break the tackle. Can't quite do it. 2nd and 2, as that will get to the receiver Greg Corky, his first catch of the game.
Delaney Nash also within the mix was hoping for an interception as he tried to reach for that pass, but unfortunately misses his fingertips by a sliver. Instead, it's a nice catch for 8 yards.
Just over halfway through this first quarter of play, and we've seen some decent action all the way through. Back and forth we go. This will be a run forward for the first down, as they have one Jason Williams with his 3rd carry of the game.
He's averaging 3.3 yards a carry this season in about 50 attempts before this game. Pretty solid, I'd say. 3.3 is just around getting a first down almost every single play.
Good work so far from Albuquerque, trying to slow this game down a little bit. Going to try to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage, and does so. Apparently, that is the tackle coming up from Delaney Nash to take down the ball carrier, make it 2nd and 10.
And that was just a tough run running to the side that was overloaded by the defense, and nothing you can do about that when you're just overwhelmed with numbers.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw this. 5-step drop, left side for Jive, and that is incomplete. Ended up overthrowing that just a hair, but just enough that it made it very, very difficult to catch for K. Mary.
This will be the 2nd 3rd and long for Jive and company. Last time, he threw for a 40-yard completion to his wide receiver. This time, we'll see what he does.
About the same formation, too. 3rd and 10. Dime look on defense for Albuquerque. 4 down linemen, plenty of defensive backs. Overloading the right side of the formation. Jive moves left out of the pocket. Pressure coming off the backside. Deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Probably should have been intercepted. And that is Ben Stone kicking himself right now. The safety. 4th and 10. Albuquerque will punt.
Well, now this time, Fort Worth defense hanging on there, preventing another successful offensive drive to Albuquerque. But yeah, those defensive backs for Fort Worth playing almost a similar game to Albuquerque, playing prevent, not allowing any passes deep.
And it's going to be a decent kick all the way about to the 17-yard line, return to the 20 by Henry McGee, and out comes the Fort Worth offense one more time. So Fort Worth down in this game, have a chance to get it back even with a drive here. They start off at their own 20-yard line. If they can, kind of take their time on this, this will probably be the last drive of the first quarter.
I think what Fort Worth is wanting to do is to get themselves into 2nd and short, 3rd and short situations here. That's never happened yet so far this game.
Nickel look on defense, 2 to the right, 1 to the left in the eye. Hand off through the right side. That is a 5-yard gain for J.Z. Bacon. And if he can get to that 5-yard plus per carry, he can be dangerous wearing down that defense. And Fort Worth can try to stick with the run game to keep themselves a little bit, keep the defense a little bit guessing. 3 in the backfield. Another handoff. Extra blocking up front didn't matter. Losing a yard is going to be the ball carrier, and that is another Williams family member coming up with the hit to bring him down. That's Joshua Williams with the tackle for loss.
Yeah, both of his 2 lead blockers on the fullback spot actually blocked inside, and he ran outside, and there was just a defender there at the edge to tackle him.
Got to get to about the 29.5-yard line. That is caught. First down and more down the right side. And that is a Stephen Hacker catch, his second of the ball game.
Now, once you see double eights wide open there on a nice fade route, just throw it to the guy who's going to catch it somehow. I think he's somewhere over there.
1st and 10. Toros trying to move this ball downfield against a ball-hawking Adams defense. This is going to be a handoff left side, and that'll be a 4-yard carry for JZ Bacon. These two teams, Mark, coming into the game with the only 2 of 8 teams left in the SFL with a positive turnover differential. And these are 2 of them right here. Albuquerque adds to their totals today. Second and 6, minute 44 and counting in this first quarter. Hacker moves up towards the line, heavy set look. This smells like a run. And it's a play action. Dunhill runs a screen to the outside, tries to break a tackle, does. That's well run. Could not quite get the first down. RGJ, Robert Garrett Jr., 1 yard short. It's 3rd and 1.
Nice play design, a fake handoff into a fullback swing pass, where you had RGJ in the fullback spot, but 1 year to go here. You just need a push.
Yep, see if they get that push. That's going to be a tackle for loss instead. The Adams will circle, and they nuke this drive all the way back to square one. Keenan Samuels with the tackle for loss, and the Toros will punt.
-1 yards on a 1 yard to go play in Albuquerque. This defense is on fire. You had an interception the last drive, and then a drive-ending tackle for loss. Of course, there was the punt in the previous one, but wow, Albuquerque still holding Fort Worth 2-0. You are 2nd in the league point scorer offensively.
Yeah, very, very good stuff from Albuquerque's defense so far. 41 seconds left in this first quarter, and the Adams will start this drive at the 20-yard line after that punt goes in the end zone. Here come the Adams, Cyrus Jive and company. Jive owns the SFL record for consecutive passes completed in a game when he was a member of the Portland Fleet back in the APF era. Looking to throw this right side. That is going to be incomplete. Little misread on the route. Couldn't quite find the target. Greg Corky, the intended target.
Misread might be the understatement of the year. It was mistimed. Nobody knew where they were going. Jive didn't know that there was nobody where he was throwing. But it's only an incompletion. That could have been worse if it was an interception.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Pressure coming. That's dangerous, and Jive's going to go down. Great tackle for loss on the sack. Cyrus Jive loses plenty of yards there. The linebacker blitz is a great one, and Jeff Duffy gets the sack.
Yeah, and Duffy actually was initially blocked by Jason Williams. I thought Jason Williams took away Duffy's knees, but able to recover on his pass rush and completing the sack, getting home, forcing 3rd and long once again.
Got to get to the 30 for a first down. 3rd and 14. Jive throws over the left side. That's incomplete, as that'll get knocked out of the air by Dexter Jackson. That's going to put a halt to this drive, and the Adams will punt it away.
That is the 2nd time Dexter Jackson ends the 3rd and long on the pass deflection. The last one was the near interception, but again, now both teams' defenses are starting to clamp up. Albuquerque's only offensive scoring drive might just be the only scoring drive we see in the first half for quite some time.
This will probably be the last play of this first quarter. It is returned by McGee. He's going to get a few yards forward and out to the 43-yard line in Albuquerque territory. Best starting field position of the day for the Toros. But that puts a cap on a first quarter that we've seen a little bit of everything in. It is 7-0 Albuquerque over the undefeated Toros. It's the SFL on YouTube. Chris Curtis, Mark Lopez in the broadcast booth, Ron Haynes, Top Kiefer in the stats truck, Cameron Irvine in the production truck, putting the presentation on for you. Simulation Football League action, game number 3 of week 4 in this 23rd regular season. Split backs formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw this over the middle. That is incomplete. Looking downfield for Steven Hacker. 3 targets, 2 catches. That one his only miss.
I wouldn't fault him trying to Hacker. Actually, Hacker on a nice inside cutting route and cutting yourself horizontally across the field usually keeps the DBs tangled up, but that's just unfortunately dropped.
7 in the box defensively. This is a nickel look. Left side, that is a handoff for Jay-Z Bacon, who's going to get a couple. Make it 3rd and 8. Fort Worth struggling on 3rd and longs. Another one coming up here. Good tackle for loss there by TJ Frosty.
Yeah, but also Jack Napier with the initial hit to slow down the running back to help Frosty complete the tackle.
Here we go. 3 to the right. Looks like man-to-man on the outsides. Dunhill breaks through 1 sack attempt. Has to turn back the other way and steps out of bounds. Not realizing where he is on the sideline is Cade Stevens, who can't turn the corner and instead takes a left turn out of bounds. Left turn at Albuquerque. 4th and 4, and Fort Worth will punt it away.
Dunhill actually making something out of what could have been nothing. Potential sack. Escaping that one, makes a pass incompletion. And unfortunately, running out of bounds was receiver. What a terrible punt.
That was not a good punt, as that one's going to go towards about the 19-yard line. So the roll helps him a little bit. That could have been a lot worse for Fort Worth. But at the end of the day, it becomes pretty normal field position for Albuquerque. There's your team stats so far, and ultimately pretty lopsided in the passing department. Rush yard or total yards, not a huge discrepancy, but Albuquerque making plays enough to have the lead so far. That's a handoff, left side, broken tackle on the spin move, plenty of room on the outside, and gets taken down at the 35-yard line. How about that is Jason Williams. Good work on the 1st and 10.
I say I wanted to see them run more. They were averaging 4.5 yards per carry before this run. And then Jason Williams pulls out about a 15-yarder off of the first initial bounce on the tackler. The tackler didn't see that bounce coming. Wrap your heads around your man.
4-3 look on defense for Fort Worth. Another handoff through the middle. To the right side. That's a 2-yard gain. That was the fullback Justin Williams on that carry. And it'll be a 3rd down or a 2nd down coming up.
I think that might have been Craig Reynolds. They had both ended in a 2 in the number.
Fair enough. 2nd and 8. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Jive over the middle, doesn't matter. That's caught. 1st and 10. Finds the target, and that is a good one. Kay Marion's first catch of the ball game. No, sorry, that's Jack Wall, the tight end. His 2nd catch of the ball game, 1st and 10.
Picking up a key pass down the middle. Now they're over the field across Fort Worth's side of the field, and last time they were here, guess what? They scored. Now they're looking to repeat.
Just south of 8 minutes left in the 2nd quarter, 1st and 10. That is Justin Williams in the fullback spot just behind Jive. Moving a receiver in motion, going to overload that left side. Looks like man on the outside. Play action. Jive outside trying to find the receiver to turn the corner and only gains a yard in the process. Not much happening there, 2nd and 9.
I like the pass, a nice outside pass to your tight end and an out route. Fort Worth defended that well, sticking the guy on Jack Wall, preventing him from turning upfield after the catch and only allowing 1 yard.
4 wide for Albuquerque, 2nd and 9. This will be a handoff through the middle, and it's a good one. 3rd and 1 running through the middle there. That is a Jason Williams carry. It's 3rd and 1.
Williams in his last 2 carries have exploded for many yards. That one for 8, and now they only need to push here.
Heavy set look, split backs. Hand off through the middle. That's a first down. That's perfect. That is a Justin Williams fullback run to give them the first down. They move the chains again. The slow, methodical drives keeping the Fort Worth defense on the field.
And this offensive line has just been opening holes for Albuquerque. I wonder if the defensive line would want to start plugging those gaps or, tying their knots up in the middle.
7th play of the drive. Jive, quick step, throw, caught, first down and more, down to the 22-yard line. That's a K. Marion catch. She has it for a first down.
Was that her first catch? That would be her 10th of the season. She's had a touchdown, 139 yards for the season. Her average is 15.4 yards per catch. She has been explosive when she gets the ball.
That is very good timing on that route as well. It's an in route. Basically, you want to have that ball on the receiver as soon as that turn is made. Exactly where Cyrus put it, right on her. That is going to be a handoff, right side, broken tackle, but gets taken down after a 5-yard gain. Jason Williams again, and this coming up in the 9th play of this drive.
Man, Jason Williams, the last 3 carries for Jason Williams, 5 yards. That was the one we saw. 8 yards before that, and then the 18 yards. It looks like a catch after the run after catch earlier in this drive.
That's another handoff, trying to push the pile. Finally gets a little separation and gains a yard in the process. Not ideal, but Fort Worth trying their best to latch onto this. Adam Leach with the tackle.
3rd carry by Michael Knight, the wide receiver in the halfback spot. And they need to watch themselves with Michael Knight's carries this game, already number 3.
One to the right, one to the left. That one is incomplete. Dangerous throw. Nearly found the defensive player, but Greg Corky can't hold on. 4th and 4, and Albuquerque, I believe, has the range here to kick a field goal.
They will.
34 yards for Ricky Bobby. Middle of the hash marks, slightly right of him. Left-footed kicker, snap good, hold good. Kick up and on the way, trying to float it back left, and it sneaks just inside the right upright. Albuquerque gets the field goal. 3-point try is good. They take a 10-0 lead.
And Albuquerque now up 10 and looking to start the chokehold on this Fort Worth team. They have been holding on to an incredible defense. A shutout against Fort Worth. Can you believe this, Chris?
This is going to be a run and back towards the middle, and that is a huge run. Henry McGee down the right sideline. He is gone to the house. It's a touchdown. That's your Breaks GPT breakaway play of the game.
Also your broadcast jinx of the game. Shut out? No, sir, says Fort Worth. How about we give you a return touchdown? And what a way to turn things around in a hurry.
Breaks GPT, sports memorabilia breakers and collectors. You never know whose autographed helmet or jersey you might hit. Check them out at breaksgpt.com. Henry McGee, couple broken tackles, moving left to right after taking the kickoff. And Fort Worth right back in it within 3 points. Within 4 points right now, extra point pending. Wow.
Indeed.
That's a crazy statement from Fort Worth. Even the special teams can get it done when the offense and defense aren't doing necessarily right. That kick is up and through from Amelia Rose to make it a 10-7 ball game.
Well, we were asking for a nice close game before this broadcast, Chris, and we're getting it right now.
At the moment, 4:55 left in this second quarter. This will be returnable from the 5-yard line out to the 25, to the 30, to the 31, and that will be this Albuquerque drive starting spot. Ronnie Shanahan on the return. So Cyrus Jive, after orchestrating a field goal drive in this last time out, now comes out to try to answer the kickoff return. If there's any downside, though, to having a kickoff return touchdown, now your defense has to go right back out there and start a new drive with almost no rest.
That is true, but that's also the same for the offense of Albuquerque.
That's going to be a right side pass. Ends up being a comeback or screen. It'll be a 6-yard gain on the right side. Marion second catch of the ball game.
Second catch and a nice play, and as you called it, a nice comeback route. And then she just had open spaces. All her 2B tacklers were blocked downfield.
And change it up on the right side, put a receiver in motion.
Fort Worth in zone.
I formation looks like a heavy set look. This is a run play. Right side, broken tackle, first down and more. There is a flag on the play. See what this has from, it is a face mask. So it's an incidental 5-yard face mask. Not a big deal, but it is a 1st and 10 for the Adams.
Just stacking on extra yards as well on top of that, pushing them to just about midfield here.
3:56 left in this second quarter. Just past midfield into Fort Worth territory. It's a nickel look on defense, 2 to the left. Jive backs it up, quick little snap throw, goes over the head of the intended target, was looking for the tight end wall, it falls incomplete.
Jack Walls tried to climb the ladder, but his ladder was in fact only a stool. Couldn't catch the ball there.
2nd and 10. Albuquerque trying not to leave it to 3rd and long if they can help it. Jive backs up, 5-step drop, gonna set up a screen right side. That is a nice screen, trying to get towards the first down marker and can't quite get there. That's a good halfback screen, sets him up 3rd and 4.
See, that's a great play out of that formation because you bunch up your 2 tight ends on one side, pair them up, run a screen, and ahead of your screen are 2 tight ends. Those are some nice blockers for you.
Albuquerque looking for conversion number 4 of 7 on this drive on 3rd down. Jive backs it up, moves left out of the pocket, pressure coming from the back, throw left side, incomplete. Not gonna happen. Jive overthrew his target with that pressure coming off his weak side. 4th down and 4, and the Adams will punt it away, try to pin the Toros deep.
3rd incomplete, 3rd down completion or attempt for Albuquerque this quarter. They're only 1 for 3 this quarter on 3rd downs and punting it away in what could have been their chance to extend their lead.
And that will be down the field. It goes into the end zone. So Fort Worth starts this drive at the 20-yard line. Not a bad way to go. They still have all 3 timeouts. 3 minutes left in this second quarter. And a really big chance for them to take back this lead before the first half ends. Or take this lead for the first time anyway. Before this half is done. It's a quick handoff through the middle. The 7-yard gain finds Steven Hacker out of the backfield, 2nd and 3.
First carry for Hacker from the backfield. Nice play, actually, as you line up in a single back formation, forcing the defense to run a lighter package. You have a speedy back and the halfback formation. Pretend to pass. Instead, it's a fake handoff, and look at that, 7 yards.
Aaron Alexander with the carry. The fullback gets the first down and a couple more out to the 32-yard line. Only his 2nd carry of the day so far, but he has a decent gain there, 1st and 10.
Yeah, the receivers on the left side were just out muscling the DBs, pushing them backwards, and that was just enough for the first down.
Watch the left side here if they throw this.
Hello?
That's over the right anyway, and nearly picked off. That was dangerous. Looking for Cade Stevens, and that nearly was going back the other way. Jack Napier about had the 2nd interception.
Tipped at Seth Berlin, also in the vicinity to potentially collect the tip. It falls harmlessly to the ground, and that is another scary throw by Dunhill. He's had quite a few already, Chris.
Well, it's been an interesting day for him so far. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Just over 2 minutes left in this first half. This is going to be a handoff through the left. In between the guard and the tackle, Jay-Z Bacon finds 3 yards, 3rd and 6, and that's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left to the half. It is a 10-7 ball game. Albuquerque leads Fort Worth. It's the SFL on YouTube. Albuquerque's crowd getting loud, trying to will their team to a stop. Fort Worth 2 for 5 so far on third downs. Albuquerque showing blitz. Hacker moves in motion to the top of your screen. Nobody over there. Dunhill to throw. They send one for extra help. Tries to run through the middle. And he is short. That is going to be a stop for Albuquerque. Dunhill makes the decision to go down early. 4th and 2. That was self-preservation all the way, and the Fort Worth Toros will punt.
I can respect the decision, although it did not result in the first down. You know, your quarterback is one of your more important players, and if he is the one who goes down due to an injury, that would have been worse for Fort Worth, so I respect the slide. Anyone would have wanted him to try to lower his shoulder to try to get a first down, but, you know, we'll settle with our alive quarterback.
Yeah, fair enough. Albuquerque will take over at the 29-yard line after the punt return. Minute 24 left in this second quarter. And Albuquerque has all 3 timeouts. Chance for them to do something before this half ends. Albuquerque with 8 first downs in this game so far. That's doubles up what Fort Worth has output so far. And blitz coming, sending extra help. Jive picks it up, and that is incomplete. 2nd and 10, another dangerous ball that nearly found Fort Worth's hands.
Looking for Greg Corky. Greg Corky, the number 2, or I guess it's technically number 1 wide receiver as far as reception goes before this game. 242 yards, so he's sitting inside the top 20 of wide receivers as yardage goes. And in the last 4 passes of Jive, he's thrown 3 misses.
This will be a handoff through the middle. Not a lot going on there. And this will be 3rd and 7 coming up. As Albuquerque right now 3 for 7 on 3rd down. Would love to get a 4th conversion. With a minute to go, clock continues to run. I think the Adams are more content to just kind of let this one go and take a shot should the time present itself. They're going to take a shot here, it looks like. 5 wide. Backs it up. Looks to throw. Routes developing. Airs it out right side. That one's caught just past midfield to the 48-yard line, and Albuquerque takes their first timeout.
The catch there is pivotal as it signals to Albuquerque that, hey, it's go time. We have 3 timeouts, under 50 seconds to go, but only half of the field to travel, maybe 20 or 15 yards to field goal range, and they're going to use all their timeouts here potentially.
Just less than 50% completion percentage for Jive so far. Right side, that one is caught. 1st and 10, and they have their 2nd timeout taken. Albuquerque moving down the field. They're pretty close to field goal range here.
I'd say about 7 more yards, maybe 5, the very edge of the range of their kicker, Ricky Bobby, but we'll see.
From the 37-yard line. Get another first down. They got to get it to the 27. Move K. Marion into motion in the slot. Throws it up top and incomplete. Trying to run a bit of a fade there, it looked like, for for Greg Corky. Didn't quite happen. 36 seconds left and a stopped clock.
Yeah, Jive tried to lob the pass. Rarely do I see a quarterback lob the pass this season, but he tried to fit it in a tight window, couldn't find his receiver.
5 wide, left side. That one's incomplete. A little bit of an ill-advised throw there. Maybe not ill-advised, but ill-conceived throw there from Jive looking for Ronnie Shanahan.
Or perhaps ill-executed, a bit underthrown, I think.
3rd and 10. 3 to the right, 2 to the left, including 1 in the slot. Time left, tipped, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the receiver, K. Marion. She cannot hold on. 4th and 10, decision time here for the Adams.
I mean, you got a timeout. They're going to go for their offense because even if they turn this over, that's not enough time, we think, for Fort Worth to come back for a score.
They're going to try it 4th and long. They're going to try to go for this and get the first down. Move the motion man to the bottom. I don't think they're trying to get him offside here. 5 wide regardless. They'll snap this football. Jive looks to throw it, throws left. It's overthrown. And a 4th down turnover for the Adams. They will give the ball back to Fort Worth with limited time left.
I mean, that was just the receiver getting jumbled up with his DB, slowing him down just a tad bit, and that was enough for the route to be hampered and the pass to be missed. That's going to bring down Jive's numbers as far as completion rate goes, as he throws 4 straight incompletions in that sequence.
1st and 10. Some in the crowd saying PI. It was a close one on that play, I think, for sure, but just in time. Hacker the intended target there. 22 seconds left. How aggressive does Fort Worth want to be with 22 seconds left? That first play, a decently length throw, but couldn't quite complete it. Now what do we look for? Against the nickel defense. Dunhill, right side. That one's incomplete again. 3rd and 10 with 17 ticks to go.
Yeah, it looks like they're quite aggressive in the dying seconds of this half, despite being within their side of the field. I mean, I guess they're just near the half of the midfield here at about the 37-yard line, so they're going to try to throw and hopefully set themselves up for a Hail Mary situation.
You got to get it to the 43-yard line for a 1st down. Dunhill looks, moves left, throws left. That is incomplete. Not going to happen. Into double coverage. That one goes, and it is knocked away from by Amar Bryant Jr., the corner. And 4th down coming. Fort Worth will punt it back again.
This is one of the most number of total individual plays in a single 2-minute warning that I've seen in a game, Chris.
Yeah, this has been a very slow-moving clock, to say the least, as that punt is end over end out to the 29-yard line. Return to the Shanahan. 1st and 10 for Albuquerque. This should be the last play of the half coming up.
Last play, I'm not sure. I don't think they are in Hail Mary range at this point. They might just run it seeing as they're in their 32-yard line.
And they do receive the ball at the start of the second half, does Albuquerque as well. Something to consider. Handoff, right side. Gonna try to break this tackle and gets a few yards forward, 6 yards. Make it 2nd and 4, and that is gonna put us to the locker room. So a 10-7 Albuquerque lead. They start the second half with the football. This has been a well-rounded game of football for those Albuquerque Adams against the undefeated Toros. Mark Lopez, break down what you've seen so far.
So far, it has been mostly the Albuquerque show, offensively and defensively. They put up 10 offensive points. If you're just joining us and looking at the game and saying, hey, mostly Albuquerque show, well, how come it's just a 3-point game? Well, that's just off of 1 return touchdown.
Yeah.
So really, this offense of Fort Worth has put up 0 points. They haven't even come close to getting the field goal range. And that is all credit to this Albuquerque defense. They have been playing solid in the backfield. They've allowed a few long passes to Hacker. That's pretty much it, Chris. They have allowed nothing else.
Yeah, it's been a good show from Albuquerque so far. Pretty well-rounded effort for them. Cyrus Jive, your player of the half. Before we get back to the third quarter, we're going to take a quick break. Brought to you by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. The Adams will start this second half with the football as that one's down in the end zone. A couple of things to chew on, Mark, as you look at the team stats. Albuquerque well outgaining the Fort Worth Toros. That is over a 2-to-1 ratio. And the total plays as well, 44-31 going into the start of the second half. That is a pretty good effort from them to control the football, control the pace of this game. That's a Williams run through the left side. That is a 10-yard run, second and inches, and Jason Williams nearly has them on a new set.
Despite Cyrus Drive getting halftime player of the game, I think, Chris, it's Jason Williams running that is at the core of this offense. I don't think I've seen him run for less than 4 yards an attempt tonight. He had, especially his runs after the catch as well. So even in passing situations, he is key.
Through the middle, that is a first down. That is Albuquerque's 11th first down of this football game to the Toros 4. First and 10 for Albuquerque. 9:11 to go in this third quarter. That's a run through the middle, only 1 yard, not much happening there. Back to SFL HQ we go. Cameron Irvine has a game update for us.
Thanks, Curtis. Denver and Charleston tonight. Gene Struthers starts 4 for 4 in this one, finds Logan Keel in the end zone. Denver leads Charleston 7-6 late in the second quarter. Back to you in Albuquerque.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Denver, one of the division rivals of these Adams, who they do own a win over earlier on in the season, week 2. As a matter of fact, that's going to be a throw over the middle, and that is perfect for Jack Wall. Right on the midfield logo to the 46-yard line in Toros territory, first down.
Beautiful throw, perfectly timed throw, as well as the route breaking inwards perfectly. Thrown over the head of the linebacker. He did not have a chance to make a play at the ball, and the safeties, thankfully for Fort Worth, were there to force a tackle. Otherwise, I feel like Jack Wall would have broken that for many, many more yards or even a score.
First and 10. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Against the dime. They'll run this through the right side, and they'll get 3 yards on it. Not a lot going on there, but it is something. And that is a Craig Reynolds sighting.
Almost feels like first down has been a run-first play for Albuquerque this game. Surprised Fort Worth keeps pulling out their dime against them in first down.
They go nickel here. They'll move K. Marion from the top to the bottom of your screen, left to right along the formation. Hand off through the mid. That is going to be a couple of yards going forward. Jason Williams has another carry. Craig Reynolds for 2 carries on this drive. Jason Williams, the other 2 carries on this drive. And E.K. Vincent is feasting on all the running back tackles.
7 insane in only 1 quarter and a half.
This will be a throw for Jive. Over the middle, that one is caught. Somehow, that is caught. Greg Corky holds on in a feast of Toros. It's a first and 10.
The laser down the middle, and Fort Worth rushed 5, but pass protection has been on point so far today, Chris. Had the 1 sack in the first half, but as far as that, it feels like Cyrus Drive has had a clean sheet, a good time in there in the pocket.
6:54 to go in this third. Jive is taken down. An ill-fated decision is going to put him on the ground. That's not very good news, but a big-time hit he takes, and it's a loss of yards.
Don't know what he saw there. If he stayed in the pocket, he could have actually avoided that sack, because that sack was coming no matter what he decided to do. I believe the defensive line just shed his blocker, but unfortunately for them.
Ryan Long, the defensive tackle, with a tackle for loss. That is caught. What a throw, and a better catch to stay with that for K. Marion. First and 10 somehow for the Adams, and this is officially a drive.
The defensive coordinator is going to look at that defender who just stood in place there. Number 24, why'd you stop in your tracks? Keep fighting for the ball. Adam Leach stops in his tracks uncharacteristically and allows the completion to happen. That's a first down despite the 7-yard loss on a sack.
First and 10, looking to throw this. Throw over the middle, tipped and incomplete, nearly got it into the end zone. Delaney Nash on the stop. 2nd and 10.
Jives playing with fire, throwing to triple coverage there. Yeah, but I like what he's doing. I like his mindset. You know, score first. Look for your guy in the end zone. But maybe not into triple coverage.
2nd and 10. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Albuquerque trying to strike here. They're in the red zone. Jive to throw. That was a quick throw to get rid of the pressure, and that is a tackle for loss to Jason Williams. That was his escape valve as that pressure came hot and heavy.
As Dexter Jackson with a tackle for loss, that is number 9 total, I believe, in the season. He's within the top 15 as far as tackle for losses go.
3rd and 12. And looking for their 6th conversion of the day on 3rd down. They're going to overload the left side of the formation. Fort Worth playing man. Tight end to the right is Jack Wall. And it's going to be a throw over the middle, incomplete. He thought about running that, did Jive. Thought he saw an opening, and it could not find the target. 4th down, and Albuquerque will try a field goal.
Fort Worth fans saw a sigh of relief, breathe a sigh of relief as they keep this a 1-score game, Chris, despite Albuquerque overwhelming Fort Worth in the total yardage department. It is still a 6-point game after this field goal makes it in.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby's going to add 3 and make it a 13-7 game. 13 plays, 60 yards, taking over 4 minutes off of this clock, almost 5 minutes off of this clock. First drive of the second half is, well, I'm going to call it a success for Albuquerque for time crunch.
Pretty good, actually. Yeah, you're right.
They would have liked to get a touchdown, but you know what? Getting 3 points against Fort Worth, they've already nearly have 50% more points than what Fort Worth usually outputs, or what they give up. They're less than 9 points a game in the allowed departments. That one's going to be a nice return for Henry McGee, who already has a kickoff return tonight. He gets to the 37.
And Albuquerque, also another thing to note, Fort Worth allowing only 197 yards per game in their first 3 games. Tonight, Albuquerque has 271, already eclipsing any notion of expected numbers against this Fort Worth team.
Looking very good so far, and there you go. Fort Worth 1 first down since the first quarter of play.
Crazy.
That is a very big number for them to try to correct. That's going to be a Jay-Z Bacon run. Part of the way they get that going is getting him going. Jay-Z Bacon has not had his best day so far, but it feels like that's because Albuquerque is forcing Fort Worth into passing situations.
That is true. And that's what I was noting is their 3rd and short, they rarely get there.
Handoff through the middle again, trying to get closer to the first down marker. Aaron Alexander has the carry. Make it 3rd and 1. Big 3rd down here for Fort Worth. This is a statement of intent on this drive and on this play, really. This is their biggest 3rd down of the day. Fort Worth lining up. 2 fullbacks to block. That's a first down.
There we go.
Trying to break through and gets past midfield. Big conversion for Fort Worth. Jay-Z Bacon has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. This time, Jay-Z Bacon follows his lead blockers. And also his lead blockers providing some nice blocks. Enough for the first down. And that's why they wanted to get into 3rd and short situations, because that's the kind of thing they can do. And, you know, even in the first week, 3rd and short has been unstoppable for them. And tonight they showed it there in that one play.
Through the mid. That is going to be a nice run forward. Not the best run you'll see tonight, but it's at least a decent one. 2nd and 5. Ron Dane, the backup halfback on that carry. We'll see if Jay-Z Bacon gets back out there or if it's Aaron Alexander back there that gets the carry. That's going to be through the middle and back to the line of scrimmage. No further than that is Aaron Alexander. And another key 3rd down for Fort Worth. How many times are they going to be able to escape with a first down?
They're not looking too hot either in the 3rd down department. 3 for 8 in this game.
3rd and 5. Looking to throw it over the middle. That one is incomplete.
Wow.
4th and 5. And Fort Worth will punt this one back the other way. It's going going to be an Adams ball with another chance for them to separate.
This is incredible. Albuquerque's defense exceeding all expectations. They are a 81-32 underdog according to the fans in Discord, in the Who You Got channel. And tonight they're showing that, well, we're actually here to play. They're up 6 points.
So 1st and 10. The Toros will give this ball back to Albuquerque, and a chance for the Adams to get back to a 2-possession ball game.
Wow. That is insane. 0 points allowed in nearly 7 quarters.
Yeah, it's a big time stat. See if they can put some points up and really separate themselves. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Fort Worth at least managed a first down in that last, but it's been slow moving as far as offensive success. That's a 6-yard carry through the middle for Jason Williams. And with 2:45 to go in this third quarter, time running out for Fort Worth to really find their legs. The Toros just haven't been able to get stampeding.
Yeah, that's a good point. And this is a drive where Albuquerque will try to look to put the first nail in the hammer, making this a 2-score game.
This will be a play to the left. Not going to go very far. Good stop there from Delaney Nash. Now Fort Worth with a big defensive chance to get off the field. On the road, I formation. You got to think this is probably going to be a run. Michael Knight back there in the backfield. Handoff, Mike Knight trying to punch his way through first down.
Oh my goodness.
He gets spine bustered past the first down marker, but it is indeed a 1st and 10 for the Adams as they move the chains.
Much a pro wrestling move there. Gets lifted off his feet by the defender about 3 feet.
Looking to throw it, jive to the outside. It is Williams trying to break a tackle. He's going to get a few yards forward. Jason Williams off the swing pass has himself 8 yards and makes it a 2nd and short.
Man, that swing pass to Williams and then his run of the catch, that is lethal.
Heavy set look, I formation. 8 in the box defensively. Pitch play, right side, has the blocking, gets the first down. That will work. That is good stuff from the Albuquerque offense. That one is a Craig Reynolds run, his 3rd of the half.
He's only averaging 2.4 yards per carry, but I tell you what, he's been getting those first downs like it's his mission.
Another 3rd down conversion. Or that was a 2nd down conversion. This will be a run to the left for Jason Williams. Another 3 yards on the play. So 2nd and 7 for Albuquerque. They're playing a tough brand of football to beat right now. Fort Worth has all they can handle. 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Maybe 2 plays left. Pitch play, left side. Going to try to break through. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. No further than that. And Dexter Jackson with the stop. 20 seconds left in the 3rd. That may be the last play of the half. We'll see. Looks like they may snap one more. 3 to the left. This is a 5-wide set for Albuquerque. They've done damage in this set before today. Jive. Throws across his body. That one is caught. Unreal catch. That's Greg Corky in front of 2 Toros and a first down.
Insane. And once again, Jive wills his team to another 3rd and long conversion.
End of the 3rd quarter. It is a 13-7 ball game. Albuquerque in front. Let's pause for station ID. It's the SFL on YouTube. Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Back in Albuquerque, Chris Curtis, Mark Lopez in the broadcast booth, Top Kiefer, Ron Haynes in the stats truck, Cameron Irvine hitting all the buttons. And we are underway with quarter number 4. That's going to be a Jason Williams run. Not very far, 2nd and 10 as Jackson comes up with the hit. If you guys are just joining, you're like, yeah, Fort Worth probably on top. Nope, not going to happen. 13-7 Albuquerque currently on top of the Toros as Fort Worth staring square in the face potentially of loss number 1 as they are fully on upset alert. Left side, that one's caught. First down and more, down to the 18-yard line, looking for Jack Wall, and he found him towards the sideline.
Third receiver for Cyrus Jive with 4 or more total receptions in the game. Jack Wall has 4 and 7 targets, 76 yards. K. Marion has 4 and 9 for 55. Greg Corky has 4 and 10 for 57. Cyrus Jive is spreading the love.
One to the left, one to the right, tight end to the right as well. Pitch play for Williams. He's not going to go very far, only a yard. How many likes does this video have, Mark? You know, kind of wondering what the number is, but can
10.
we agree that it's just not enough? Is that fair?
10 is not enough, for sure.
Yeah, 10 is not enough. Definitely need more than that. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you get notifications on so you won't miss a minute of SFL and SFLM action. Help the channel grow through your support. Thank you very much. 2nd and 9 coming up for Albuquerque. Jive, middle, incomplete. That was nearly into the end zone. Nice stop on the back end from Ben Stone.
Ben Stone, more so providing the footsteps and actually directly deflecting the ball. As K. Marion actually had a hand in the ball, but perhaps thrown too hard, thrown a little out of the breadbasket, couldn't corral the ball into her hands. But yeah, could have been a touchdown.
3 to the right, 2 to the left, 5 wide. They'll move a receiver down, moving man to man, it looks like. Jive
Blitz.
backs it up, throws left side. Well, incomplete. That's essentially a throwaway back of the end zone, 4th and 9. However, this does keep them in range for a field goal. K. Marion not quite tall enough to get there for that catch. And if they make this field goal, make it a 9-point game, that would make it a 2-possession tilt.
Yeah, we'll see. Cyrus Jive, it's showing that he's only throwing for 50% half of the time, but his throws, in my opinion, have all been on point. It's receivers getting pushed out of their routes or something, but still a decent showing by Jive and company.
Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way, and Ricky Bobby with his 3rd field goal of this football game makes it a 16-7 game. That exclamates another double-digit play drive for the Adams. Their time of possession is through the roof. This is an all-around effort for the Albuquerque Adams, and really, I said a statement of intent earlier for Fort Worth. This whole game has been for Albuquerque so far.
Absolutely, and Albuquerque needed it in a division where you have the Denver with 2-2, Vancouver is 1-2 and looking for their win too. So Albuquerque doesn't want to lag behind.
71 total plays on offense for Albuquerque. So 38 for Fort Worth. And how about this stat for you? Time of possession. It is Albuquerque doubling up Fort Worth right now. 20 minutes and 41 seconds to 10 minutes and 48 seconds for Fort Worth. They got to find something that works to keep the football in their hands. They're going to start this drive at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Toros. Hacker in motion, moving to the top of the screen. Got to lean on him at this point. Dunhill got to find his playmakers. Left side. Marcus will throw, and that is tipped and incomplete. Safety came up to make the play, and that is a good one. Tipped away. It's 2nd and 10.
Those rollouts where you have receivers run routes away of the rollout is a little bit dubious in my opinion, as you're having your quarterback throw across his body, throw across the field, give those DBs time to, deflect the ball, jump the ball.
35, Torrey James on the pass deflector, cornerback. This is going to be a handoff right side, pushing the pile a little bit. 5-yard gain going forward for Jay-Z Bacon, who's a little slow to get up. That's the last thing the Toros need.
More manageable. Down 3rd and 5 last time. They went through the ground, it went nowhere. I don't expect them to try to run this. In fact, they're in shotgun here, Chris.
They are. First shotgun of the game we've seen. Pressure coming. That is a throw of the middle. It's incomplete. Just about found that seam, but Aaron Alexander, the fullback, can't bring it in. 4th down and 5. Decision time for the Toros, probably a punt. And it will be.
Likely a punt, yes.
So a punt upcoming. Kick is up and gone. It's a decent punt. Get him to the 35-yard line, return to the 38-yard line. And here comes Albuquerque. This is where Fort Worth could really use a steal of possession. They could really use a 3-and-out. Something's got to give. Otherwise, Albuquerque's walking out of here with a win.
If you told me that Fort Worth had only 101 yards with 7:50 to go in the game, I'd say you're out of your mind. But that's what we're seeing here tonight.
Nickel defense, pitch play, right side. That's
Ooh.
a broken tackle and a 2-yard gain. Not much there for Jason Williams, but he has a little bit. 4 completions so far for Marcus Dunhill. He actually does not have a completion in the second half.
Wow. That's
something.
Comparison.
That is a heck of a defensive effort for Albuquerque, kind of keeping the Fort Worth Toros offense bottled up. Man-to-man defense on the outside as they move the motion man. Fort Worth showing their hand a little bit here. Jive, quick throw. One-handed grab. First down at midfield. And that moves the chains. Greg Corky has been the favorite target of Cyrus Jive so far.
The homestand of Albuquerque has been pretty good this season. If you told me who is going to be one of the scarier home teams, I think I'm going to start putting my money that Albuquerque is near the top of the list, if not already topping the list.
It's been good. It has definitely been good. 1st and 10. Slot receiver moves to the bottom of the screen. Another man-to-man look for Fort Worth. 1st and 10 from the 50. Left side, another one-handed grab. Why not? They're going for style points in Albuquerque. Jack Wall with another catch and a first down.
If we didn't already award the nice hands catch, the one-handed interception, Chris, we'd have 3 already.
Yeah, and
at
2
least
on this drive.
Exactly. You're right.
6.5 left in this third quarter. 101 receiving yards for Jack Wall, the tight end. Somewhere Mike Daggs is smiling, talking about Tenacton and Icy Hot. And if you didn't catch that game last night, that was a good one. This is going to be a run to the left for Williams, 4-yard gain. Somehow, Mike Daggs and Gerald Smith got Tough Act and Tenacton for athlete's foot confused with Icy Hot for muscle and joint pain. So, got to give them a little love. But that was a really, really comedic thing. And Mike Daggs, John Madden, boom, was probably the best in the business. 3rd and 8, as that one's a 2-yard loss for Craig Reynolds. Now is Fort Worth's time as Delaney Nash makes the hit. They have a chance to get the offense off the field for Albuquerque and give them back the ball.
Yep, and that is the key. Get the offense out of here. A first down is probably nights out.
Jive throws. That one's picked.
There you go.
Worth gets the ball back. What a grab, as that one's a great find for the Fort Worth defense as they turn the ball over and give themselves a chance.
Oh, what a spy. As that ball was sat on, as Tavius Gordon, we haven't called his name out all tonight, Chris, but he just sat on his man in zone and then out of nowhere just jumps the ball. I think Jive didn't see him behind his own receiver.
Tobias Gordon comes up with a major interception. And Fort Worth trying to reverse some momentum here. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end moves to the left as well. Dunhill moves right, plenty of time, throws across his body. That's incomplete, but a flag.
Yeah.
And it is indeed a defensive pass interference on Albuquerque. Put that ball right at the spot, and they have it at the Fort Worth 44. And there it is. I'm not sure about that call, to be fair. I thought Jack Napier had the leverage in the inside positioning, but they called it PI regardless, so I'm not 100% sure on it. Ref saw it. And here we go. That's a big play, big call from the Stripes. Give Fort Worth some life. Left side, that one is incomplete. That should have been handled by Robert Garrett Jr. It just drops as he looked it into his hands, but tried to move without the ball secure.
Yeah, not the player you'd expect a drop on a swing pass. I guess he's just not used to coming from the halfback position and swinging out, so not expecting a catch. Probably hasn't perfected that kind of a route and catch, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 indeed. 5:10 to go. This game not over yet. Fort Worth still has a chance here. They got to put some points up. That's going to be through the middle, and that's incomplete. Believe that was, again, Robert Garrett Jr., who is a problem looking the ball into his hands right now. 3rd and 10 with just over 5 minutes to go.
This time hits him in the shoulder. Garrett Jr. wasn't even looking at his quarterback at the point of impact, and miscommunications abound.
Here we go. 3rd and 10. Biggest third down of the game now for Fort Worth. Bunch formation to the left. They throw that way. Tipped and incomplete. 4th down. Time to go for Fort Worth. This needs to be a 4th down attempt.
I do agree. 4th down. You only have 5 minutes. 2 scores to go. This is the time to try to complete a 4th down.
Nope,
They punt.
They're going to punt instead. Amelia Rose back there ready to kick this one away. Then if that's the case, then this has to be a 3 and out. They don't have another choice. Low snap handled well by Rose. She'll get the boot into the ball. Fair catch called for at the 24-yard line. They'll say the 25 for Ronnie Shanahan. Quick message by Cameron Irvine. Game update on the way.
Thank you, Curtis. I raise you a Jack Wall and give you a Jack Brown. 2 picks tonight for the Hall of Famer. He only had 1 the entire 4K23 era coming into the night. And Charleston's up 16-7. Same score. Back to you in Albuquerque.
And there you go. Jack Brown, the Hall of Famer, making an impact for Charleston. This will be a handoff. Right side. Expect that Albuquerque's going to have a steady diet of running game coming from their formations. You see Craig Reynolds on the field, Jason Williams. They've had Michael Knight in that running back spot as well. And Jason Williams back there right now. Expect this will probably be another run.
Delaney Nash, though, with that nasty hit on Williams.
2nd and 8. Nickel look on defense. Pitch play. Right side for Williams. And gets taken down. 3rd and 3. Another big-time 3rd down on defense for the Fort Worth Toros.
That might be tackle number 12 of Delaney Nash on these running backs. He has been on point, at least hunting down these ball carriers.
7 for 15 is Albuquerque on 3rd down. None bigger than this one right now. They can chew a lot more clock if they make this. Jive backs it up, looks to throw. Taken down! Fort Worth brings down the ball carrier. Big time play, 4th down, and they'll get the ball back.
Great sack by Fort Worth, forcing a 4th down here. You know, the silver lining for Albuquerque is instead of an incompletion, it's a ball, it's a sack down, time clock is going. So that's the only silver lining for Albuquerque they have before punting this ball away.
Punt upcoming. Fort Worth going to get this ball back. Buzz Killington going to put his boot to this and try to kick this as far as he can. Fair catch called for, and it's a good punt all the way down to the 24-yard line for Henry McGee. 1st and 10, Fort Worth with 3:17 left and 9 points to get. Man, big-time game so far. It's been a close one. Game 3 of this Week 4 slate. Had a bunch of good games so far. All 3 of them have been pretty good. That Denver-Charleston one good as well. Left side, that one's caught.
There we
First
go.
big catch of the game. That's Marcus Dunhill's first completion since the start of the second half. This one to Stephen Hacker, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that is almost doubling their total yards in the second half. Prior to this, they only have 27. That was a 24-yard completion to Hacker.
His third reception of the game did Hacker. Quads look. They'll move McGee in motion to the top of the screen. Looks like Albuquerque's going to try to send some extra help here.
Gotta play quicker, though.
They'll send 5. Dunhill throws incomplete. That was not ideal. Nearly found the Albuquerque secondary on that throw as Daniel Valentine was in the area. 2nd and 10.
Almost felt like he felt the pressure around him in the pocket and had to rush to throw, as his receiver wasn't even near the point of delivery.
Clock has stopped. They'll move McGee to the top of the screen again. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Dunhill backs it up, then throws right side. That one's caught. Got to try to break this tackle. Can't do it. 3rd and 4. They'll go no huddle. They don't want to kill any more time if they can't help it. Dunhill snaps on the no huddle. Moves left. Throws over the left side. It's incomplete. 4th down. Now it is time to go. 4th and 4.
Yep, this is the time for Fort Worth to muster up a miracle. We've seen bigger comebacks in shorter time spans, but it's going to be a tough battle still for Fort Worth. 9 points, they need a touchdown, or at least any score, and then the offside kick.
Crowd's getting nuclear in Albuquerque. Dunhill throws. That's incomplete.
Oh.
Not going to happen. And Albuquerque is going to turn it over on downs and get the ball back.
Same defense. Only allowing 57 total yards in one half. Only allowing 2 completions in one half. And they have locked down this Fort Worth offense. Their defensive coordinator has put up one hell of a game plan.
1st and 10. Albuquerque trying to chew the clock down. Fort Worth still has all 3 timeouts. Handoff left side. Plenty of room for, that is the wide receiver, Michael Knight, with the run to the left. 2nd and 4. Man, oh man. This has been a very good game for Albuquerque. Fort Worth has ridden the struggle bus since they landed in New Mexico. I formation. Another run likely coming. With 2:12 to go. More clock chewed up. This will be the last play before this 2-minute warning. Through the middle. Not quite a 1st down. 3rd and 1. And that'll get us to the last 2 minutes. Jason Williams. 2-minute warning. Albuquerque trying to put a bow on a big-time upset at home. 16-7. Adams have the lead.
They have the lead, and they have the ball, and
Yep.
they have the hammer to hammer those nails in the coffin.
This is the biggest 3rd and 1 of the game. They get this, then it's all timeouts from here. Handoff through the middle. Did he get it? They say yes. I have a feeling they're going to take a look at this. Timeout called by Fort Worth.
Load up that ad because I think they're going to challenge this.
I'm hoping they do, because I don't know if he made that. We'll see.
Not.
No challenge from Fort Worth. Biggest non-call of the game. They called the timeout immediately. That might have taken the challenge out of their hands. Oh, I guess the final 2 minutes, the booth actually has the challenge, so that doesn't matter. The booth didn't challenge it. And a timeout taken by Fort Worth. Okay, so 1 1st down is going to put this game to bed.
Yep. And you look at the comparison there, 3rd down efficiency, almost tripling the amount of 3rd down completed between Albuquerque and Fort Worth, but also 17 3rd down attempts. That's insane.
Handoff through the middle. That is a run through for 4 yards. Make it 3rd and 3. Week 5 continues tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern in Florida, where the Storm will host the Nashville Tempo, plus Lost LA Lexington, Indianapolis Motor City, and Arizona Queen City. It's another doubleheader SFL Sunday night here on SFL U2. Tight end off to the left. They've got 2 tight ends in the ball game. Move 1 outside. Jive trying to put the nail in the coffin. Handoff through the middle. It's a 1st down, and that is going to do it. 1st and 10. Albuquerque's going to walk away with a win where they hold Fort Worth to no offensive points in this game. The only touchdown came off the kickoff return, 93 yards from Henry McGee. But what an all-around effort, offense and defense, from the Adams to put this one to bed. Victory formation, oh so sweet, at home in front of that home crowd.
What a game. Incredible stuff by Albuquerque. This is definitely, if they make it to the playoffs, and there is still a lot of the season to go, but if they make it to the playoffs, or even if they tie for a playoff spot, this is going to be a statement win that they look to and say, hey, we beat a top team, in fact, the #1 team at the time. Give us the playoff spot.
Fair enough. That's a heck of a win for them. Week 6 is the next opponent for Albuquerque. They've got Arizona coming to town, or they're going there into the desert to take on the Scorpions. That's a divisional game for them. And then both these teams actually have a bye. Week 6 coming up for Mexico City, or is Mexico City for Fort Worth. And that game is happening at the Stockyards in Texas. So that'll be a big-time game, couple of big-time division games for both of these teams coming up in a couple weeks' time. But that is going to put a bow on this. Mark Lopez breaking down the end of this football game. Give me, I guess let's do it. Like, give me your player of the game as how this game went.
Well, on the offense, player of the game has got to be Jack Wall, right? 101 yards reception, 6 receptions and 9 targets. Pretty efficient in getting the ball from his quarterback. And he has been, when you needed a first down, Chris, you threw to Jack Wall and he gave you that first down. Right? He got a 40-yard completion earlier in the game. He did not get a score, but really he has been the one moving the chains for Albuquerque. And that was enough, right? They only needed 1 touchdown, tacked onto that 9 field goals because they just kept getting into field goal range. That was enough as their defense did the rest. And look at that, 3 donuts in the Fort Worth scoring column. Insane.
Yep. Yeah, very, very good game for Albuquerque. Fort Worth got some soul searching to do after this loss. Only just managed 11 minutes of time of possession in this football game. 3rd downs, also the story. 16-7 Albuquerque over the Fort Worth Toros. For more information, log on to simfl.net. For Mark Lopez, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from New Mexico.